Hey y'all. Well, this is an odd bit of video, but this is Sunday, January 14th, and I'm in the mid Atlantic, Delaware, East Coast, not New England, not the South. And you can see what I'm doing. I'm sitting out in the yard. Look at this. This is like little spring grasses. They make little flowers, little blue flowers. But anyway, chickens think I'm crazy. Look at them. They're like, what the hell is she doing sitting in the yard? I'm surprised Laddie hasn't joined me right now. He's pacing inside his yard. He will run down the fence with me, but I think he thinks he's running with me, and what he's doing is he's on the wrong side of the fence. But he'll figure it out. Come on, laddie, come see mama. But it's really windy. If you can't tell, I've got the mic on, and I hope I'm not going to be out here very long because the wind's coming from the west, which is to my right. Um, it's probably 4 o'clock, maybe only 3:30, 4 o'clock. So I have not done any fence work. Today is Sunday. I did get the wire. I didn't get any more steel zip ties, but I don't think I'm going to need them. But I should have. I may go and get them tomorrow because obviously there is no fence work going on. The wind is right around steady 20 mile an hour with up to 40, 45 mile an hour gusts. So a lot of the country is getting this kind of wind with snow. I'm extremely jealous right now because I want snow. I mean, I don't want to be bogged down in weeks of snow. I do feel for those people up in the Midwest and the upper plains central part of our country. But I like to have a couple token snows in winter. My brother's in Oklahoma and it's got like a little up by Tulsa, and he's got like a little bit of snow, and he's dreaming of moving to Belize, going or even further south the equator. I like to have 4 seasons. I told him he'd starve, and he's like, "Hey, the tropics or equator is tropical year round." I said, "Well, but you don't live there." But anyhow, I'm just hanging out here in my green grass. Yeah, if I had any kind of yard animals like goats or something, they'd be loving the weeds. But yeah, these make flowers. And look at them. That's how crazy this winter is. Paul and I have pretty much decided that actual winter is probably just passing us by. I mean, we're going to have some cold temperatures next week. We're supposed to have a few nights down in the teens, but you know, we're getting ready to slide into the lower half of January, and we've had really nothing that seems like winter. And I know there's a blizzard coming across like northern Alabama and Tennessee and Kentucky right now, and I think it's supposed to come this direction, but I think Tuesday they're predicting us to get more rain than actual snow. And that is part of living in the mid-Atlantic coast, is that the ocean, depending on its temperature, it will keep you from having any kind of snowy winter. But anyhow, everyone's buttoned up for the tonight. I think tonight we're supposed to, I think tonight's only supposed to get in the 20s, but on the nights that it does get down into the teens, I am going to move the heater I have closer to the entrance to their coop area here, and I'm gonna put it up on this ladder thing I have so that the heat will project towards the coop. It won't be inside their coop, but as the heat rises, it will bring a little extra warmth in there. And I have pretty much uh, put up the little boards around the top and then stuffed around the edges of it straw, just as a little extra insulator, just to make sure they didn't have any kind of draft that would suck air across their bodies. I have it kind of set up that any air that gets in there, what air does, will be sucked past the roost. It will exit not right above their heads, but towards the front where they don't really perch. Look at Cosmo; he's like keeping his eye on me. So anyway, that's just been a little bitty short video, just Chatting about my disappointment. Earlier, I probably should have came out and maybe worked on the fence a little bit, but the wind was gusting so much more that trying to hold on to it and reattach it would be, with the chickens in the yard, would have been a nightmare. So I think I'm going to have to set up the posts and everything the way I want them, then cut the fence, attach it quickly, and then, button it up. I doubt that they'll try to get out, but you never know. You know, chickens can be sneaky. So there's Miss Zinzin perching up on the edge of the compost plate area. Earlier, she was, even though she was the last one to want to be covered, she follows Cosmo around. And earlier, he was standing over by that stump you see just past him, and she was just cleaning his throat and his beard and around his face, preening him. And hens will often peck around roosters' mouths and their necks and chins, just, I don't know, like spousal maintenance, I guess. Equivalent to the wife reaching over and grabbing that ingrown hair and plucking it out. Ouch! But yeah, they're all huddled around and they're all watching me. And as the sun continues to go down, you can see it's almost gone. You can hear the Canadian geese. Like I said, there's a big pond on the other side of those trees. There's a big pond called Diamond Pond, and we get a lot of geese in the winter that don't go any further south than Delaware. Oh, I just felt something wet on my head. I don't know what it was. I don't think it was bird poo. It must have been some sort of moisture blown from somewhere, but I gotta get up. I'm freezing my booty off. The ground's cold, but still squishy. So I came out earlier and there was still a lot of, well, you see our puddle. Friday we got a lot of heavy rain. Friday night. Yesterday, normally within by mid-afternoon, our little puddles dry up, at least the ones over by the coop. But yesterday, they had not dried up at all. Sorry, whoops. Holly tree, nice pretty red berries still all over it. The front garden, dormant. Of course, you can see right there in the center of the screen is the rosemary, still green and thriving. Rose bushes have finally gone to sleep. I left all the dead stuff there, for any bees or insects or anything that wants to live under there in winter. So, anyhow, heading in. Flag hasn't blown off into the yard yet, so that was a good move. Laddie's pecking at an old piece of eggshell or something in his yard. Surprised he didn't come out to join me, but I mean, chickens are not stupid. They do silly, stupid things, but I think he knows the sun's going down and it's getting close to his bedtime. But last night it was pretty much almost totally dark when I came out, and he comes running out the yard and greets me on the back porch. So the fence is leaning in several places, but it's still secure, so I'm not going to sweat it. I may even wait till after Tuesday, after we're supposed to get this rain and weather. Tomorrow I don't think we're supposed to get out of the low 30s, and it's supposed to be windy. That front is supposed to be blowing in. Y'all poofed out. Y'all poofed out little fuzzballs. But just till it's more manageable, because I really need the ground to dry up a little bit. If it's a little wet, I think getting the T-post in won't be too bad. But until it can freeze and dry and settle around it, I think more rain to freshly put in to those T-posts is going to just, especially over in that area where I've got to put them, where it stays wet and where it's still quite spongy, would kind of defeat the purpose. I think they would just end up pulling right back out. So that water there is going to be really cold. Hey, Cosmo. That's fresh vitamin water. I got vitamin water inside in their heated bowl, and they've been drinking the what out of that. So I think part of it is the cold and the wind have been drying it up a bit, but they've been. Oh, somebody found his way out. Yeah, Mom's got a casserole from the start, so I'm waiting for the rice to finish cooking and the broccoli, I'm going to make I'm not going to use a lot of rice, a little bit of long grain wild rice. He's like, Mom, you're always in your pajamas. It's Sunday. It's lazy Sunday. But broccoli and chicken. Make a big pan of it, something that's really rib sticky and warm and cozy comfort food. Paul's going to, of course, he goes to work tonight. Hi, handsome. And that'll be, it'll be cold out there on the tarmac on base. Come on, hop up. Don't jump up here on the phone. You want to jump up on the camera. I see you fixing to jump. You can jump, but don't jump on the camera. So anyway, I'm heading in, but as of this Sunday, Delaware's, trees are still pretty green. And maybe we'll get some snow, but what they're predicting is more rain with maybe a little bit of snow mix, but the high's going to be 40, so I think any snow that comes down is going to just melt right off. So, anywho, we'll leave this with Laddie, and I'm going to go in and finish my casserole. Everybody stay warm. Bye for now.